I'm recording now, and 3.
Hey everyone, it's Rod from Civil Advantage Firearms Training here. Today we're going to have a look at a Norinco NP22, which is a Sig P226 copy. So I've been promising to do a quick review on this pistol for quite some time, but I hadn't had enough rounds through it to be real accurate. So I've had some time with it, some time to shoot it, and even took a course with it, and it's performed real well. So a quick word about Chinese-made firearms, specifically Norinco. Norinco's been around since about 1980, so more than 30 years. They have made firearms since day one, so they've got a lot of practice at it. They did have some trouble, as some of you probably know. They had some trouble in the U.S. Somewhere in the mid-90s or something regarding some illegal firearms that they were selling to gangs in California. Some fully automatic AKs, and I believe there's a few more sophisticated weapons in there as well. But I guess it just depends which gang you're selling to. Nonetheless, they got through that. Even today, though, Norinco firearms are still, I believe they're still banned in the U.S. So as a Canadian, if you do own one of these pistols or one of their rifles, make sure that you don't use your Form 6, your ATF Form 6, and try to bring that across the border, because they are still, I think, prohibited. But check the ATF website for that. Anyway, concerning this pistol, the pistol itself is a real dandy. Just make sure that it's safe there, as I like to always do. The NP22 is running you about $349 here in Canada. And I'll tell you, by no means is it disappointing. It's not a real SIG, but I'll tell you it's a great pistol. So I'm going to start with the cons, because it does have some great redeeming qualities, and I don't want to end on a negative. But as you know, it's a double action and single action pistol. Double action, of course, means the first pull, if the hammer's not cocked by hand, the first pull of this trigger is really long and difficult. I find the double action trigger pull to be stagey, meaning that as you pull that trigger, you get stops and starts, right? So it's a little bit difficult to pull that trigger nice and smooth through that double action. So to be honest with you, I find the same thing with all double action pistols, no matter who makes them. It's just a very heavy trigger pull, so it's not real easy to get around that. So can't really blame the pistol there. The one thing I will mention, though, this tactical rail comes with a tactical rail here at the bottom. I don't have anything that fits on it. It's kind of a strange rail. It has a kind of a convex shape to it. It's a little bit too thick, and I have two lights. One of them is a real, expensive tactical light, undergun light, and the other is a far more affordable one. Neither of them fit on there. So I don't know what went on there, but if you're looking for this pistol to mount a light on it specifically, you may be a little disappointed. Make sure that you get a light that's going to fit on it, and I don't know what that would be. So if you go to the website, I'm sure you can see the specs and the profile of this tactical rail, but it's been a little odd for me. I'll tell you, in fact, since we're on the subject, the only thing that I found that fits on this rail is a vertical grip from my AR. So, and it does look a little strange with the vertical grip on there. So, nonetheless, also the only other thing that I've noticed with this pistol is that the floor plate here on the magazine has slid off a couple of times. It hasn't slid all the way off, but I have been using the pistol, felt something down here, something a little bit long, turned the pistol around and found the floor plate sliding off. So I don't know. I didn't keep track if that was just the same one magazine that was doing that, or all of them are doing it, but that was something I found. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, but those are all the negatives that I can find. Other than that, I've run about 400 rounds through this pistol. I have not had a jam. So at the end of the day, what I like to say is a good firearm is a reliable firearm. Because of the nature of the tool that it is, reliability is the most important thing, then accuracy, then everything else. But reliability is really important. When you pull the trigger, the firearm has to discharge. So no problem there. The finish, you'll be quite surprised if you buy one of these. The finish is beautiful. I think it's a great looking gun. And I think the finishing's fantastic. Where you do see that they are a little bit more inexpensive is if you pull the slide off and you look at the finish under the slide. So in areas where it's not that visible, they tend to be a little bit rougher. I have a Norinco 1911 as well, and it's pretty rough under there. Price, unbelievable. And you know, to wrap it up, I'm not going to go on forever about the pistol, but to wrap it up, overall, it's a fantastic value. And again, at the end of the day, what's the most important thing? I would buy another one. Given unlimited budget, I'd have 2 of them. I would buy another one. So, real happy with the pistol. Hopefully that helps you make a buying decision. There's still plenty of them around here in Canada. Great value. Recommend them highly. Have had no problems, and you know, the SIG looks pretty cool too. So, hope that helps, and thanks for stopping by, checking out the videos. You can find us on the web at www.civiladvantage.com. Once again, I'm Rod, and thanks for watching.